Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, starseed astrologer and spiritual messenger for sacredsoulempowerment.com. Here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, March 16th through Sunday, March 22nd, 2020. For this week's weekly reading, we'll be using the Power Angel Tarot deck by Radleigh Valentine for the main message for everyone. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, will be coming from the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Just a reminder, if you haven't already watched the monthly angel card reading for the month of March, that is also up on my YouTube channel, and you can also find it on my Facebook page. And also, as of March 11th last week, we have published our third video podcast, Empowered Voices. Myself and Kathy Munson, psychic medium from the East Coast. Since the beginning of the year, we've been taping a monthly podcast. So there's one out for January, February, and now March. And you can find that on our YouTube channel under Empowered Voices, as well as our Facebook page under the same name. So be sure to take a look at that as well and give us your feedback. So let's go ahead and take a look at your stones of choice for this week. This is an important week because we have the spring equinox coming with the sun moving into Aries, first sign of the zodiac. So for the stones here, we have beautiful selenite. And this is a beautiful palm-held selenite, kind of an oval, if you want to call it that. And the selenite is a high vibrational stone. You can see it vibrates to the crown chakra, that white kind of iridescent sort of energy. So this is for opening up that crown chakra for higher vision, higher universal knowledge and wisdom. This also helps you to get in touch with the angelic realm or higher realms of guides and information and our descended masters, etc. All right, let's take a look at the second stone of choice. We have this beautiful labradorite, one of my favorite stones. In fact, all three of these stones are three of my favorite ones to meditate with. And the labradorite is a gray stone, and this is a raw labradorite. A lot of times you see it cut and polished and more smooth and shiny, but this one is a raw piece, and you can see that when I kind of move it around, that iridescent blue color in the labradorite. Now, sometimes it has iridescent blue, sometimes it's more of an iridescent green. This one has more of the blue color within it. This is more of a grounding stone because of the gray color. However, it's a stone that comes from another planetary system. It's otherworldly. And so this helps us to get in touch with our star brothers and sisters of the highest vibration of light, those from other planets, other universes, other realms that help to guide us and assist us on a planetary level. And this is more grounding, or it helps to take that higher vibrational information and ground it a little bit because of that dark color. And then that blue color that you see as I'm kind of turning it about, this is going to relate to the throat chakra, ear chakras, and third eye chakra. So this is all about our clairvoyance, clairaudience, and our channeling abilities. And then the last stone of choice is this beautiful clear quartz crystal. And it's not just a regular clear quartz crystal. This is actually a Lemurian seed quartz crystal. And I had a person very recently ask me, what's the difference between a regular quartz crystal and a Lemurian seed? Well, the Lemurian seed has these indentations along the sides of them. And with those kind of indentations that you can feel with your finger or your fingernail, it's encoded with information, ancient knowledge, ancient wisdom, ancient information from the times of Lemuria. And so it's encoded with a lot of kind of, again, information. This one's also a window quartz, by the way. I don't know if you can see the facets as I turn it around, but this facet here is like a window into the future. So it's not just a Lemurian seed, but also a window quartz as well, where one can scry and see into kind of futuristic happenings and what may be coming for the future. So all three very powerful stones in different ways to choose from. Let's go ahead and talk about the astrology for the week. Again, it's a big week, but there's a lot going on besides the spring equinox. We start out on Monday, the 16th of March, with Mercury going into Pisces. Now, you might have some deja vu because Mercury went into Pisces over a month ago. And that is where Mercury went into retrograde motion. So Mercury is the planet of the mind. It rules the mental realm. It's considered the messenger planet. It rules thoughts, ideas, information, communication. And as it went into Pisces over a month ago, things became very confusing because Pisces is a sign that rules the spiritual realm, things that are not tangible, things that are not grounded or focused. And Pisces is a little bit about illusion and confusion. It's also about spirituality and connecting us to the universal or spiritual realms. So with Mercury ruling the mind and Pisces being very spiritual, it was great for creative work or work where we used our imagination or visualization, like creative writing, like meditation, etc. But it wasn't quite good to see things clearly or to have a focused thought or direction. So as it went retrograde last month, it retrograded from 12 degrees Pisces back into Aquarius. 28 degrees Aquarius is where it stationed and turned direct last week. And now, as of Monday, the 16th of March, it moves back into Pisces, and it's going to stay in Pisces until April 11th, when it will then move into Aries, the first sign of the zodiac. So we have just a little less than a month here of Mercury still in Pisces. Now, it's still in its shadow period until around the 29th of March, meaning the degree that it was when it went retrograde, 12 degrees Pisces, it's going to take until around March 28th, 29th, until it passes that 12 degree Pisces mark, therefore moving out of its shadow. So we may still have some miscommunication or misunderstandings or lack of clarity within regards to what happened during that whole Mercury retrograde cycle, which was very challenging for a lot of people. As of the end of March, and as it's still in Pisces, things may be starting to come into a little bit more clarity or being able to make a little bit more sense. But again, it won't be until after April 11th when it moves into Aries where there's going to be a shift there as far as, again, the mental realm, ideas, thoughts, communications, messages are concerned. However, on Thursday, the 19th of this week, the sun moves into Aries, and so we are going to have a little bit of relief from that Pisces energy because previous to the 19th, we had both the sun and Mercury in Pisces. And now that the sun is moving into Aries on the 19th, and it will be in Aries until April 19th for about, a month, which is usual. The sun takes about a month to move through every sign of the zodiac. This is our time of new beginnings, new birth, planting new seeds. It's the spring equinox. This is the beginning of the new astrological year when the sun moves into Aries every year. So again, that Pisces energy, we can start leaving it behind. It's that was a sign of completion and a sign of healing and wrapping up loose ends from the past. Now again, we have the sun moving into Aries, but as I said, Mercury is still in Pisces, so there's still a little bit of that, wrapping up of endings or taking care of the completion of old energies, old subconscious patterns, old situations in our life, etc. But we have this hope now, we have this fire, we have this life, we have this new birth that starts to take place as the sun moves into Aries. Remember, it's like planting these seeds is like planting a garden. You plant a lot of different seeds, a lot of different vegetables. You're planting those seeds, you're watering them, you're nurturing them, you're giving them love and care, which is what you have to do when you're planting the metaphoric seeds of what you want to create in your life. And then you watch which ones start to grow, because just like a garden, not all of them are going to sprout and start to grow. So if you plant as many seeds as possible now with the spring equinox, you'll then kind of, again, nurture, wait, watch, tend to these seeds to see what starts growing in order to see what direction I'm going to go in or what needs most of my time and attention, because those are the seeds that are starting to grow. So I'm really excited about this spring equinox and having a little bit of fire energy coming in, because we have a lot of planets still in Capricorn, that earth energy. And like I said, we had Pisces and we had the sun in Pisces as well, which is water. So water and earth is good for growing things, but that fire is going to give us that little bit of a spiritual energy, kind of new ideas and energy and action, and that kind of forward movement is what's needed. Also on Thursday, as the sun, actually right before the sun moves into Aries, while the sun is still at the very last few minutes of Pisces, it's positively connecting to Saturn in the last degree of Capricorn. So there's an opportunity there. There's an opportunity for something that we've been visualizing, imagining, intending, hoping for, that maybe starts to take form. And then the sun moves into Aries and we feel more motivated, more inspired, more energetic about what we're putting our focus on as far as the direction that we're taking. On Friday the 20th, Mars in Capricorn is connecting to Jupiter in Capricorn, and that happens really early in the morning Pacific time. So we're going to feel that on Thursday as well. And I'm going to just jump ahead for a moment, because on Sunday the 22nd, 2 days later, Mars in Capricorn connects with Pluto in Capricorn. So essentially, Mars, Jupiter, and Pluto are all connecting with one another between the 20th and the 22nd of March this week. So I feel like there's something activated as far as our life path, destiny path, career path, our goals, our ambitions. And because that's what Capricorn rules. There's, a manifestation thing there with Capricorn, and it rules who we are out in the world and how people see us out in the world, what we have to offer to the world. So there's something with Mars as an activator planet. Mars is the warrior and rules action and forward moving energy. Jupiter likes to expand the energy, and it rules our belief system, so we have to believe in something. And Pluto is the planet of transformation and big changes. So I feel like, again, there can be an activation of something as far as our life path or career path is concerned, as far as our goals. Now, in the middle of those 2 days, on Saturday the 21st, Saturn shifts as well. So we have a lot of shifting energy here. Mercury is moving back into Pisces on Monday, the sun is moving into Aries on Thursday, and on Saturday, Saturn is moving into Aquarius. Now, Saturn spends about 2.5 years in a sign, and from the 21st of March until July 2020, it's going to be in Aquarius, but then it's going to retrograde back into Capricorn for just a few months. From July through December of 2020, it will be back in Capricorn before it moves back into Aquarius for good until March of 2023. Now, Saturn moving into Aquarius here, giving us a little taste of that energy from the 21st of March until July. It's giving us a taste of where Saturn wants to restructure things, because Saturn is the planet of kind of form and structure and, in a sense, security. It rules third dimensional time and space. So there's a lot of patience that's needed with Saturn. Saturn also can sometimes rule karmic lessons, karmic challenges, feelings of limitation or restriction, which, it rules both that positive and negative aspect. While it has been in Capricorn, it has been restructuring things that are ruled by Capricorn, like big business, banking systems, the government, politics, things that are on a corporate level. We've seen over the last 2.5 or so years this restructuring taking place, sometimes feelings of limitation and restriction there, but overall, over time, and with patience, there's been this long process of Saturn trying to restructure, and also Saturn rules responsibility, so kind of making people accountable, or making businesses or groups of people accountable for certain things. Now Saturn moving into Aquarius is going to kind of bring in that responsibility, restructuring, and accountability in a different way. Now it's within groups of people, because Aquarius rules groups. It rules humanitarian endeavors. It rules scientific breakthroughs. It rules things like electronics or futuristic, again, types of breakthroughs, scientifically speaking. It rules, cell phones, computers, all of that technology. It rules, again, kind of groups of people coming together for a common cause or a like cause. So there's going to be a restructuring, which on the positive end, Saturn can restructure and bring these groups, these humanitarian groups together for a purpose, for a cause, and it may take some time, so we have to have some patience. And on the other side of it, we might feel restricted from some of our hopes and dreams and wishes if we allow ourselves to go there, because Aquarius also rules our hopes, dreams, and wishes for the future. And since Saturn can have that limiting effect, we might feel, that we're not going to get to our dreams, so to speak. But remember, Saturn rules time and patience. It rules lessons. And so over the next 2.5 years, we're learning lessons along the way. And if we stay persistent and determined and we just know it's going to happen, we're working towards the restructuring of our goals and dreams in order to bring them into manifestation. So you just have to have, a little bit of faith and give it a little bit of time. The only other thing happening, and I guess this is on Sunday the 22nd, along with Mars connecting with Pluto on that day, is Venus connecting in a sextile aspect with Neptune. Neptune rules the spiritual realm. Venus rules both personal resources like money and finances, as well as time and effort, but it also rules relationships, our values, and our sense of self-worth. Now, Venus is in Taurus, so it's more veering towards that personal resources, money and finances and values and self-worth, than it is the relationship piece, because that's with Venus ruling the Libra energy. But Venus in Taurus is connecting in a positive way to Neptune. So something magical can happen there. Venus rules blessings. Neptune is quite magical if we just believe and have faith. So I feel like, with that Mars-Pluto transformative energy and the Venus-Neptune magical energy, there could be something quite big and transformative and magical happening. Okay, now Mars and Pluto can also be a little explosive. So we have to, watch for other people's reactions with that as well. But remember, this could be activating something big on a life path or destiny path kind of level. So that was a lot of information astrologically. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cards and see what the messages are from our angels and guides. Okay, the first card, Major Arcana 20, New Beginnings. Now this is like the Judgment card in the traditional tarot, but in this deck it's called New Beginnings with Archangel Jeremiah. And it says, starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. So the Judgment card often is about, reviewing the past. And rather than saying that we're judging ourselves or judging other people's as far as how to move forward, let's just say we're, again, reviewing the past and looking at what we've been through, how far we've come, where we still need to make adjustments in our lives, where we still might need healing within our relationships or situations in our lives. And then we're acting accordingly to move into this, again, new beginning energy. So this is, again, we're almost to the end of the Major Arcana with this card. Number 20 is the card before the last Major Arcana, which is the World. So we're nearing a completion. And I guess, in a sense, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, before the sun moves into Aries on Thursday, we are still in that Pisces energy. So I would say those first 3 or 4 days of the week, Monday before the sun moves into Aries on Thursday, would be a great time to review the past, to tie up loose ends, to do any healing that needs to be done, to see how far you've come and reflect on where you might still need to make decisions or make changes in your lives. And then get ready again for this new beginning with this Judgment card here in order to move forward. And we see that we have almost like a family here of people, and it looks like they're holding hands and walking towards a new way, walking towards, to me, the mountain is walking towards a new way, And with the guidance of Archangel Jeremiah here, that's kind of up and above, Archangel Jeremiah is leading them to the next step on their path. Now, you can almost say the mountain might be like a hurdle. You know, it's not an obstacle because you can get over a mountain, right? You can walk around it, climb up over it, you know, drive around it or over it. So I feel like this is just a hurdle that this family is coming up to this mountain. They have to get over that last hurdle before they can move forward into their new beginning. But definitely that new beginning is within reach very, very soon. Now let's see what the next card is here that has come out. Okay, we have the Ace of Gabriel. This is like the Ace of Fire in the traditional tarot. And aces are about new beginnings as well. And, you know, the fire suit, you know, with the spring equinox and the sun moving into Aries. Aries is a fire sign. So I love how these cards are coming out. Both of these first two cards are indicating a new beginning here. And the message at the bottom of this one says, a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing. A sense of wonder. So, and again, we have this mountain in the background, but now, rather than facing the mountain and having to move over that hurdle, the angel here is facing, let's say, away from the mountain, as if she's already gone over the hurdle. She's already gone over the mountain and she's coming off the other side here and walking forward, and she's happy and she's inspired and she's energetic, and there's, you know, springtime. Whereas in this card, you know, it's more of a darker kind of energy, not dark in a negative sense, but it's just more shadowy. You know, the family is shadowed, the mountains are shadowed. You know, could almost be likened to a scene of the fall, the winter, or just moving into the springtime, I guess to me would be a better indication of the time period here. Just like we're moving out of the Pisces energy, and now look at everything is starting to bloom. Everything is starting to, you know, bring in this sense of new birth. There's water here. There's green grass. There's this angel is holding like a magic wand. It looks like she's dancing. She's very happy. So again, we're moving into the springtime, this time of new birth with the spring equinox. And things are looking lighter and brighter as we move forward. So a lot of new beginning energy here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the last card here. Okay, the last card is another major arcana. It's major arcana number 4, and the Emperor with Archangel Uriel. Now, the Emperor is about manifestation. The Emperor is about leadership. The Emperor is about structure, which is that Saturn energy as we moved into Saturday the 21st and Saturn moving into Aquarius. That kind of restructuring energy is indicated with the Emperor. This is about owning your own authority, being, again, a leader, maybe not a leader of the people, although it definitely could be. You could be into some leadership position, offered some sort of leadership position in some way, shape, or form. Or this can be about you just being the leader of your own life, taking charge of your own life, redirecting, restructuring your own life, and bringing something into manifestation, into form that it is that you desire. The message at the bottom says stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, and ambitious plans. So again, when I said ambitious plans, and we talked about Mars, Jupiter, and Pluto coming together, and a possible activation of something as far as your goals or your destiny path or career path in some way, I feel like this is one of the messages of the Emperor here, that there's some sort of big, huge, ambitious, you know, plan that is grounded and starts to manifest for you. There's a beginning of a manifestation here. As long as you take charge of your life, you feel secure in who you are, because with the Emperor, you want to feel stable and secure in who you are. And then you have this own like inner confidence or this inner sense of authority within you to create this new beginning, this positive new beginning into manifestation. So this to me is saying that something is starting to be manifested here. Now it may not be manifested this week, although there might be the beginning of a manifestation seen this week. But again, you have to have patience with the Emperor. The number 4 is all about determination, perseverance, and patience. So if there isn't quite the new beginning and manifestation of it, you're on the verge of it. And so stay in a place of patience and continuing to move forward, because this to me is indicating that something wonderful and big, a new beginning of epic proportion here, is on the way. All right, love this reading. This is wonderful. Let's take a look at the special message card, depending on your stone of choice. Okay, so the selenite. I'm going to close my eyes for a minute and take a breath. Okay, give us a little shuffle, and people that chose the selenite. This one's sticking up as I open my eyes. It's the first one I saw sticking up there. Man holding a heart. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? This is number 45. And a 4 and a 5 adds up to a 9, which is about going with the flow, unconditional love, compassion, almost like fantasy energy. It can also be an energy of creative, artistic, humanitarian energy. This man holding the heart, it's like, I feel like somehow there could be whether it's an authority figure or a possible partnership or relationship. This is somebody that has your best interests at heart. And it definitely could be a masculine energy, and whether that's a man or a woman, we both have masculine and feminine sides to us, no matter what gender we are. But this is about somebody having your best interest at heart and trying to lead or guide or work with you in some way, shape, or form. And it's through that energy of unconditional love and compassion and healing and spirituality and creativity and, you know, that artistic and or musical and maybe even slightly imaginative and fantasy-like energy. So if this is about relationship matters, somehow a significant other in your life holds some sort of key or, how do I want to say, some sort of key to your direction or what's unfolding in your life. It doesn't mean that you're giving over your power to another person, but that somehow there's a co-creative effort here. And so again, whether this is a significant other, or again, whether it's somebody within business or you're working on a project, it's heart-based, whatever this is about. It's like a heart-based energy to where they have your best interests at heart. They're working or operating out of the spiritual energy of unconditional love and selfless service to other people. And somehow also being in the state of unconditional love and compassion and selfless service to humanity is the key of whatever's happening in your life in order to move forward and manifest something. We see this man, he's like under a tree, and this tree is full bloom with all these beautiful red flowers. The color red is also the color of the root chakra. So this is matters of security and stability and regarding manifestation, bringing something into structure and form. So whatever that's about, focus less on the money piece. Whenever we think about root chakra and security, we think about having money and abundance, you know, financially. This is saying to have a sense of security and a knowingness of abundance in your heart, in that realm of emotional stability, emotional security, and feeling the abundance and prosperity in the people around you, the things around you, the situations around you. And as you do that, the security can transfer to financial, but it needs to come out of the heart first. It needs to be based in the heart. So that's a really interesting message there. Okay. All right. And it might be about new relationship coming in too, by the way. There might be, for those of you that are wanting new relationship, the spring equinox, time of new beginnings, might be saying that that is on its way and coming. So those that chose the labradorite, closing my eyes again because I liked it when I opened my eyes and just saw something that kind of was sticking up. Okay, labradorite people. Labradorite. This one's calling my attention. Labradorite, healer of the ages. And this healer looks a lot like Master Jesus, okay? Whether or not it's Master Jesus or just, you know, some sort of ancient healer of the light, it doesn't really matter. But this is about One is that I'm getting that a lot of healing has been taking place. You're finishing up a lot of healing. The healing that you're going through within yourself and outside of yourself with situations and circumstances is being led and guided by those of a higher plane, a higher authority, the ascended masters, the archangels. We have this healer holding, it's almost, is it a cup of fire? It looks like a chalice of fire in one hand, and then almost this, well, actually, the fire is behind, now that I'm looking at it better. We have like chalices of fire behind, and he's holding his hands out, and the hands have like this energy coming off of it. So I feel like there's a huge transmutation of like past energies that you're moving through, healing from. This ascended master or healer has a heart chakra that's lit up, so we have this indication again with unconditional love and compassion and healing from the heart that's going on. I want to say that you're definitely just being hugely guided right now, and if you're going through something physical, I feel like a lot of you might be going through maybe some physical and even emotional or mental upsets. You know, the physical body might be having a hard time. Maybe you're dealing with anxiety on a mental level. Maybe you're dealing with depression or frustration on an emotional level. This is saying that you're moving through the healing process here. And again, first few days of the week, and perhaps that will shift when the sun moves into Aries on Thursday. But I feel like you're completing something, you know, on an energetic level. You're completing and releasing on an energetic level. And you're being guided as far as what to do for your body or what to do for your mind, what to do for your heart, yourself, what to do in your relationships, how to heal situations in your life. So pay attention to that. It's number 51, and 51 adds up to a 6. And 6 is all about as above, so below, balancing the divine masculine and the divine feminine. It's about home and family versus life path, destiny path. So there might be something going on here where a healing is taking place with your masculine and feminine side, or within home and family versus life path, career-oriented situations. But it's coming back into balance, because the number 6, where 5 and 1 add up to 6, is a very balanced number. So again, as above, so below, there's healing taking place. Be open and receptive to the healing. As I see this master with his hands kind of out, you know, in this stance of being receptive to something coming to him, as well as him projecting that energy out to you. It's like this give and take. It's almost like a surrender energy. You know, surrender, allow, what do I want to say? What's the other word? Surrender, allow, and receive. Surrender, allow, and receive what's being given to you on an energetic level. Okay, the last card here is for the Lemurian quartz crystal. Giving this a shuffle. Lemurian clear quartz crystal. This one, as soon as I opened my eyes, I saw it. We have Door to Spirit. Ooh, another nice spiritual card here. Number 32 adds up to a 5. The number 5 is about change, new opportunities, new people, new places, new things. And I feel like if you walk through that door, that's what you're going to get. And again, it's the door to spirit, the door to new beginnings, the door to universal energies, which can include anything and everything. It's like, to me, all possibilities are on the table now. And all you have to do is leave the past behind and walk through the door into the future, that door to spirit. And, you know, we have like a white bird, a white dove, symbolizing hope, purity, peace, perfection. We have all these little sparkles of light, the magic of the universe, bringing in blessings and miracles. And I love this. So I want to walk through this door. So let's walk through this door to spirit, into the magic, into the miracles, into the blessings, into the future, into what is coming for us if we only believe, if we only have faith. And again, we allow the old energies to be left behind. We've healed, we've released, we've transmuted, we've let go. And sometimes that might be even situations and circumstances that are no longer in our highest and best interest. But look where we're moving into. We're moving into this new beginning through this door to spirit into the magic, miracles, and blessings. So beautiful messages, beautiful cards, inspiring, exciting. I send you all lots of love and light, everyone, into this spring equinox time. And to those of you that are on the other side of the world, and such as Australia, happy new fall equinox to you. Time of the harvest over there for the fall equinox people. But I send you lots of love and light and exciting new opportunities and many, many angel blessings, everyone.